Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers and sisters. It's that time again. It's episode 24 of the Blusterbay Challenge. So we've just done the Focus and the Fusion stock car, so now the next Ford in line is the Ford Mark IV. Beautiful beast, this thing. I love this car to look at, but to drive, I am terrible. I am not good behind the wheel of this car. So this is going to be pretty damn disastrous, I think. So the historic GT1s, that's this car and the Lotus 40, I think it's the Type 40. Wouldn't want to be the Lotus right now, though. Love the engine now in this car. Oh, got the start pretty well there. These cars are very, very fast. There's a Lotus there. I just wouldn't want to be in it because it's open cockpit and the driver will drown. Oh, too much beans. Down to the Lotus there. Ah! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stay still. Falling through the field. Out of the Ford and the Lotus. I prefer the Ford. For no particular reason, just aesthetics and sound. Both cars look and sound great. I just prefer the look and the sound of the Ford. But it was actually driving the Lotus that got me into getting the DLCs for Project Cars. So then I bought every single DLC I could get at the time and every subsequent DLC, which is kind of led me to here. So I have the Lotus to thank for igniting my love for Project Cars. I did not expect to be passing cars in this thing. Oh, screen freeze. Terrible time for that. Oh, way too late, way too late. Ah! Come on, come on, come on, come on. This has got a beautiful wet weather setup, this thing. It sticks really well. Last time I drove this car, I did not do well with it at all. It didn't dampen my enthusiasm for the beautiful beast though. Lotus, I believe, are directly ahead of me. Yes it is, and over it goes. Weird braking point that the AI has there. Oh, stay with me! Yes! Held it. Not sure if that's a Ford or a Lotus ahead of me at the moment. I'm confident now. I was not confident at the beginning of the episode. It's a Ford. Sounds even better from the outside. You can get the outside view. Lovely deep roaring engine! Oh, yeah, I thought I was going to count into him. Bogdan Kovachev. Bowden or something like that. Chased by Kovachev. One downside of this car is it does not slow down very well. It's very, very stable, but the brakes are made out of bin lids, so it takes a while to slow this glorious machine down. Down a second earlier there. Oh, again the torque trying to kick the tail out. This car was built for the likes of the Nordschleife and Le Mans, so it should tear up the streets of Bannochbrae pretty well, and as you can see, it is. I mean, yeah, you've got to treat it with respect, but if you're not silly with it, it will do what you need it to do. This car. I love its real life counterpart, the Ford GT40. Not that I would ever fit in one, but oh, beautiful cars, one of my favourite all-time cars, the GT40. From what I gather, the Ford Mark IV is the Ford GT40. Why it's called the Mark IV, I am not certain. But from what I understand, the Mark IV and the GT40 are one of the same. The brakes really bring the nose back into line. They don't try and continue the drift or continue the spin. The brakes really do snap the nose back straight again. Oops. Me not paying attention. Brake too early then for this corner. Car was built originally in the 60s to be the Ferrari Le Mans beater, and it dutifully was. For a couple of years, I think, a few upgrades and whatever, but it did topple the Mighty Reds from the Le Mans title, from the Le Mans crown. Ooh, that was risky. I had to back out of that. Very twitchy before I got in there. Look at that. Car's underneath me again. Nearly gone to second there. Ah, hit the grass. One thing this car doesn't do is off-road. Treat her with respect and she will give you back tenfold. What a lovely car. I could drive this thing for hours. One more lap though. Just under 2 minutes left on the clock. What was that lap? That was a 2:35.237. Oh no, way too late for that one yet. Horrible corner there. Over the bridge again. Just have got to bear in mind this amount of time it takes this beast to slow down. That is the biggest thing you have to bear in mind. Oh, bit of a drift there. The stability control and traction control didn't like me too much for that. slowed down a little bit too much there, but never mind. Oops. It's heading off there by the tail of the car. Being a little bit too silly. Oh, look at that. 26 seconds lead over the next, or what was a GT40 when sorry, a Mark 4 when I passed it. Whether it's still a Mark 4, I have no idea whether the Lotus has got up. Oh no, still Bogdan Kovachev, so that is a Ford 1-2 at least. There you go, just half a second off my last lap time, so again this car does, and obviously had a few offs and a few mistakes. So this car does even give someone like me the opportunity to get some lovely, clean, consistent laps in. What a beautiful car. Joyous. What was that last lap? That was a 2:35.1. So I actually made up enough time for that to be the quickest one. Oh, 2:35.2 was only the previous one. Look at that. See, 2:47 was the next quickest lap. Ford. Lotus, Ford. Yeah, so all the Lotuses at the back though. Whether that's indicative of the actual car, I mean, driver ability will tell you whether you'll be able to handle the Lotus or the Ford better. But I do love that Ford. Right, next car. The Mustang 2+2 Fastback. Okay. I'm not sure how this is going to go. So we're going to have the Escort RS1600, we're going to have the Beamer 2002, and its Starts Works version, and the Mercedes 300 SEL to contend with. So 2 American entries and 3 German entries. Of course, lovely roaring American engine there. Oh, 10th, okay. Oh, I was slow then. Very slow with the lovely beige nose on this thing. There goes a little BMW, I think. There's an Escort already ahead in that horrible blue and yellow livery as a Mustang's just come past me. Can't see. Can't see so much a brake. About 300 yards too early. A quick clop. Move! Ah! Ow! Being pushed and hit the wall. And I'm at the back of the pack. That's not graphical glitch you see on the bonnet, that's just shadow bouncing off of the rather uneven bonnet. So I say uneven, it's not a flat bonnet. See, there's a crease down the middle. No stability control, didn't like that at all. Ah, screen freeze again. That's very annoying. Oh, lovely. Let's see if I can do that again. All stability control kept the car from spinning out under braking there. That sure as hell wasn't me. Oh, traction control couldn't keep that from kicking out, but never mind. Oh, come on! Nope. Boink. car's interesting. The last few episodes I've had one stonking car in it and one where I have stank as opposed to being stonking. At least I'm not 20 seconds behind the pack this time. I wasn't terrible in the Ford Fusion, I suppose, in the last episode. So we'll see what happens. See, just a slight tap, even at that slow speed, was enough to just send the tail spinning round. Oh, what a noise! That is a beautiful thing about this Mustang. It sounds glorious. Oh, managed to catch that slide there quite nicely. Just about. Morph or feathering of the throttle, I think, needed than what I was doing previously. Oh, that's a spin. Oh, thank you, Walt. That was a spin in the making there. I got saved by the wall. Oh, no. That's too far gone. Oh, come on! Am I going to get more than 2 laps in with this thing? Oh, come on! Went better last time. Oh, come on. "30 seconds down." I'm making up now for not sucking quite so badly in the Ford Fusion stock car last time out. Another dot I felt sorry for on the map. When I was miles ahead, I think it was in the Focus. That will be me this time. Well, I'll definitely be starting the last lap this time round. Oh, I managed a lovely slide there over the bridge. Oh, the last bot's gone in the pits. Strange bot, but Matt Kuchikny has meant that I will not be finishing last. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Ah, could not get that to slide. All you sliders out there, turn the traction control off, turn the stability control off. No chance. I would at least like to have some semblance of going forwards. As slow as I might be. And there you go, look, there's the leader going over the top of the bridge. Seeing me down here going, ha ha ha, peasant. Whoops. The suspension is so soft on this thing. Oh, went into that way too hard. Oh, the merest touch of the throttle. At the wrong time is enough to just send this thing, but then the tyres are thinner. Yeah, are so thin they are almost see-through. Wasn't a bad assisted slide there. Oh, tail kicking out, the braking. Nice. I'll have some of that. But I will also gladly have the checkered flag. Oh! Well, at least I ended up facing the right way. Oh, as nice as this thing sounds, I'll never be an expert in it. That was so bad that not even the guys on the side of the track cheered at me. Oh, goodness me. Didn't see what my best was, but I doubt there's anywhere near these guys. Unsurprisingly, a Starnswork Beamer took the pole. That is rather overpowered compared to the rest. And that's the end of this episode. Thank you very much, and see you next time.